Hello and welcome, this is Mercenary. We're back with some more BattleTech. It seems like we're not that far from the conclusion of the campaign. I may be incorrect, but it seems like we're going in that direction. And as a result, from here on out, I am going to be expediting things, and I'm not going to record everything I do as I have been doing previously in this series, so I'll be skipping over some things from time to time. I haven't skipped over that much since last I recorded. All I did was I did one mission which advanced one day in this system, and I hired a couple of mech warriors, and I did a refit on one of my mechs. So really quickly, the mech warriors in question I hired. Unfortunately, in this system, there wasn't anything other than beginner level pilots, so I didn't have much to choose from, but I did want to get things going. Maybe I'm over preparing because this mission, we were told that we needed to have a few lances ready to go, so I assume that means we need pilots as well. So I hired these two to prepare for that, but I'm hoping we'll move to another system that will have a better selection. So the two pilots I hired are Onikuma and Switch, and again, they're at the beginner level. I did use them in the one mission that I completed. It was a 2.5 skull mission, and I figured that it wouldn't really be too much of a detriment to be using inexperienced pilots in such a mission, so I did. So I gave them a little bit of experience, but from here on out, they'll also be getting a lot of experience from the training module, and we'll use that to upgrade them a bit. But again, I would like to hire a little bit more experienced pilots in the future if I get that opportunity. I did do one refit as well, and this was of a Thunderbolt. Nothing really major, just switching around some weapon systems, upgrading it just very slightly. This is in process, though. It will take 5 days to complete. And I will be doing that progressively as I go, and I probably won't show all these refits, but I may go over what I did. Mostly, I just upgraded the large laser the Thunderbolt had. I removed the machine guns in the SRM-2, I believe, and I gave it some heat sinks to give it a little bit better heat efficiency, because as it is, Thunderbolts are not all that heat efficient. So that was pretty much the changes I made. And as I said, I will be doing more. The main reason I did this one now is because I used it in the previous mission, as the Battlemaster was out of commission, and it took some damage, so I figure why not refit it while I repair it. So that's pretty much all that has happened. So let's go into the command center here and look at our contract. So I did save one contract in the system, and it's a 4-skull mission. Hopefully this will be more of a challenge and also give us better salvage. It doesn't pay all that well, but it does have a decent salvage allotment, so maybe we can set it up more for that. It is a recovery mission in the Badlands. I'm not going to read through all this because I don't know if it necessarily matters with these missions. So I will go a little bit more towards the salvage. Hopefully we can get something good, but every time I do this, it tends to be not what I expect to see at the difficulty. I will accept. Now I will have to switch things around because, as I mentioned, I use the inexperienced pilots, so we'll remove them. And yeah, I also used Medusa in that last fight, so I used pretty much my entire B team of what I could. Ruthless is out of action right now, so I couldn't use her. Okay, so we're going to want Decker in the quick draw. Behemoth, go back over into Highlander. We're going to use Glitch again. I am using my A team here because this mission's more difficult, and I figure it will take that. And then we'll put my pilot here, and then to round things out, we need to reapply the Battlemaster. Okay, so that's our A-team squad ready to go, and I think we're good. This hasn't changed, so it's still 4 difficulty, so let's hit deploy. I don't think I have missed anything. All the pilots seem right, all the mechs seem right. Okay, let's deploy. All right, here we go.
Command interface initiated.
Target is a pirate research facility. We're recovering restoration operatives carrying biological sample case. They're ready for extraction when your units reach the facility. Pick them up and get them to the evac point. Best of luck, Commander. Because we set up more salvage, I think it is imperative to stick and fight if we can. Actually don't know. Would jumping be faster than sprinting? Looks to be about the same, so...
Position confirmed.
I don't know what to expect as far as opposition goes. So I'll take it easy for now.
Coordinates received.
I don't think we'll see any action for this first turn, maybe not even the second turn. Okay. At this point, I'm fairly certain a jump would probably take me further than a sprint. Especially as we're jumping over a cliff of sorts and jumping into woods. Okay, let's see what we got. So we got a vehicle. Because these are pirates, I'm not really sure what to expect. We do have a 65-ton mech, which may be alright. I think I need to bolster the number of heavy mechs I have anyway, so let's also have her brace. Let's see how far you can get with the jump. Not that far. So I still think it would be important to get a brace down, so have you jump here.
Up high.
We'll have you brace. I kind of expect to have contacts this turn, so let's also jump here. It looks like we'll get line of sight if I go there, so obviously I don't want to go there. We want to make the enemy at least move, so we'll jump here instead. You know, alternatively, I could jump... I was going to say somewhere over there. Yeah, let's jump over here. And then I'll brace, of course.
Engaging jump jets.
You, I don't really want to fight just yet, so maybe jump over with the catapult. I didn't aim the catapult very well, so that's unfortunate, but it is what it is. This is going to be a good spot. Okay.
Come on, mech warriors! It's go
So
time!
we only know about 2 enemy. Okay, Yager mech. That's not really what I want to see. We have plenty of Yager mechs at this stage. At least we have 2. Although this variant of the Yager mech's a little better. I just am not that big of a fan of the mech. I mean, yeah, you can do decent things with it, but... Okay, well, they can definitely see me at this stage, but we've got a good evasion and good defense, so I think we just go ahead and reserve here. Our best option. I don't know how much enemy to expect here. Maybe 2 lances in 2 groups. 1 to start, and then 1 after we recover the thing to try and stop us. Maybe. Alright, well, as tends to be the case, this vehicle is going to go after me. It could be a demolisher, which would worry me. I think the safer move here is have the Highlander do stuff. And still see here. And then I'll probably use Vigilance just to protect myself a little bit.
Roger that.
Okay, and we'll use... We should be able to take this Yager mech out pretty fast, especially as I can fire all of my weapons here. This might actually be a good call for a precision strike, as we have all of our weapons on target, but I want to save it for Vigilance, so we'll go with this.
Copy that.
Okay. Might be able to chop off an arm here if we... Not quite, but if we hit from that side again, I think we'll be pretty golden. Alright, let's see. Oh, unfortunately this guy hasn't gone yet, so I still have to kind of move around that. I honestly think jumping up here, though, and going after the... This is another instance where probably jumping here makes the most sense, because we can attack that same side. And then, again, I'm going to use Vigilance here to protect myself.
Engaging jump jets.
Vigilance. And we don't have another target, so this is fine. I think we have a pretty good chance of knocking this leg off, possibly, as well, which may be nice, although we might knock him down. Well, not with an SRM-6. But let's just go for everything here.
Weapons committed.
There goes the arm. That's gonna be good. Okay. Arm, left torso.
Enemy mech.
I
Critical
don't think this guy's
damage
gonna live much
detected.
longer. Yeah, but I am kind of at this weight class of the heavy weight class, I'm kind of sick of seeing the same three mechs. It seems like all I see is Mechs, quick draws, and thunderbolts. That's like it. Every so often I get a catapult, and then when I do, it's usually the one with the PPCs. Yeah, I just wish there was a little bit more variety sometimes with that. All right, well, whatever this is moved. And unless I plan on getting a lock on, go with glitch
Good to
here.
go.
So right now, I don't think glitch is going to have a line of sight of anything. So we are going to have to move at least a little. He'll turn like this, though. I don't think we're going to see much more action in this turn.
I read you, Commander. Moving
So I
out.
probably will be able to get away with moving the catapult and into a kind of vulnerable position. Possible we'll get the kill here.
Uh-huh.
Yep.
What is
Just continuing to hammer that same side is all we needed. Not a very heavily armored mech here, so not hard at all.
Standing by.
Okay, so in this case, I could establish line of sight. And honestly, there probably wouldn't be much wrong with this move. I think this guy was the only guy we knew about that had any decent initiative. All I'd probably get off is the other M10, but hey, it's some damage and we get to see what the enemy is all about. I'm going to give it a try. I'll do Vigilance just to give myself maybe a little bit of protection, although I don't know how necessary it is. Part of me says just save it. Trek PPC carrier. Alright, I'll use the Vigilance just as a precaution, though. Okay. I think these have decent armor. Off the top of my head. So, it will take some work. Yeah, I think that Vigilance was kind of wasted, honestly.
Roger that. Standing by.
They do have stuff in the heavyweight class. Okay, another mech, 70 tons. Ooh, is that a grasshopper? I see, I just complained about not seeing a variety of enemies, and I think they're going to give me a grasshopper here. Okay, let's go ahead with the... Matter of fact, everybody gets to go this turn
what
because
can I
of
do for ya?
number of times I used Vigilance. If you stay put, you're still in sensor range, which is perfect, so we'll go with that. Try and take out the Strike PPC carrier. No
Time
cover,
to
no
die.
evasion. We have a fairly good chance because we're hitting from the same side we already hit. There we go.
Do this. Let's go. Smoked 'em.
I think this may be the second time ever I've seen a grasshopper, though. It's nice to see. I'll try and get salvage of that if I can. Maybe we'll even try and kill it in a way that gives us more parts to it. Well, okay. At this point, I don't know what this is going to be. We could just sensor lock it. Well, you know what? Let's go with a reserve action here. We got another thing at the heavyweight class. I don't know if they have vision of me anymore. Got a 60-ton mech there. That could be a couple different things. So at this point, I'm gonna, I think, more or less have to do some kind of sensor lock here. I think if I jump here, it won't be able to see me because it will be in behind this cliff here. So I'm gonna go for this action.
Copy that.
Hopefully there's nothing up this way, but I don't think there will be. We'll sensor lock the vehicle. But I'd like to just get that out of the way, because if it's Demolisher or something like that, I don't want to have to deal with it. It's a Shrek PPC, so... it may be difficult to hit if it moves up into there, though.
Commander.
Okay, so you are going to jump up. I have to be careful how I do this vision. I think I'll jump to here. Not a bad spot.
Copy that.
And obviously this is in Jalopy, so accuracy and other abilities aren't going to be as good as we usually get, but I'm going to go ahead with the rifle shot here, although this could be a time when Precision Strike makes sense. We'll go for a side shot, because I'm assuming the armor is thinner there than anywhere else. Yep, it is. Side shot it is. Okay, if we get some good missile hits here, we might get the kill. Of course, we didn't get those good missile hits, because the missiles never behave themselves. Well, tried. I don't think I'm going to get in range with Battlemaster, so... Now let's just jump on top of this ridge and brace up.
Engaging jump jets.
Still, with how heat efficient the Battlemaster is, without firing our weapons, we pull off nicely. Okay. Well, I think I'm in a good spot here. I might be wrong, but I've got good evasion in case I am wrong. So, let's see what the enemy is going to do. Okay, so they can attack me here, so maybe moving the quick draw is a good call. I guess I should have realized that because the I did have vision of the PPC carrier,
Orders?
despite having already... Well, at this point, I'm probably going to use Vigilance here, and I'll go after the Shrek PPC carrier, because that thing should be dead already anyway. And I think that would be a good move for me. So, get good evasion up. We'll use Vigilance to give us good cover as well. Okay, we uncover another mech there. A little bit more opposition than I initially thought, but nothing that's the end of the world. Another 65-ton mech. We'll see what that is. And hopefully we get this side shot, because there's not a whole lot of health left on that.
Got it.
There we go. Need that one good hit.
Reporting. Enemy vehicle eliminated.
I hope I remember to use Vigilance. Yeah, I did. Okay. Oh, it looks like they have a catapult there. That's, I'm going to guess, the 65-ton mech. Or did that come from the 60-ton mech? Yeah, that came from the... So that's a catapult for sure, I think. 65 tons. I don't think that was a single LRM-15. I think that was two, but maybe I'm wrong. Okay, well, again, I think we reserve here.
They've got a sensor lock on.
Try sensor locking me. Not gonna make any... Oh, they have another mech somewhere. Not in sensor range. Did fire an autocannon at me. Alright, interesting. So the Grasshopper is the obvious target. Because of the opposition I have, I don't know if I can just, you know, chop off the legs or whatever of the Grasshopper. I think I have to kind of get this done somewhat quickly, so... Wow, really? Alright. Let's use... I mean, am I in sensor range? Maybe that's a problem. Hold on. I'm in sensor range. Just not good accuracy. So I think what I'm going to do here is I am going to jump so I can get in range. I do have another thing of Vigilance, which I think I will use, because I think we will definitely benefit from that.
Engaging jump jets.
Okay. Oh, that accuracy is terrible. Oh, the stupid field. That's what it is. Okay, well... I'm gonna turn off. I kind of don't want to turn off weapons, though. I just want to hit this thing. Yeah, let's just go for the low chance. I mean, It is what it is. I might be heating myself up a little bit too much, but... we already exposed structure there.
Enemy mech. Critical damage.
I think that's because we hit him in the head, though. Now it's on the arm. Okay. Well, I don't think there's anything... is there anything in an arm? Okay, medium laser, so that's something. Okay.
What's up, boss?
I go with the catapult first.
Waiting for orders.
I'm gonna... yeah, alright, let's go with that.
Roger that.
Not the greatest chance to hit, because of the field making it a little more challenging, but... another head hit. Alright, maybe we will get that pilot takeout. I mean, I'm not trying to do that, but yeah, it looks like we're getting lucky in some regards. Alright, are you in sensor range? No. We just want to stay here. What is our chance of hitting? Not good. Can't really jump into cover, so that does expose me perhaps. They can't see me. That may not be the end of the world. But I don't have vigilance, and they'll be able to beat me to the punch in initiative, so I'll have to prepare myself for that. But the Highlander is heavily armored, and as we can see, the chance to hit is much better now.
Target confirmed.
He's hit Gauss rifle. There we go. Fortunately, we're not hitting that arm we've already stripped the armor of, so not a whole lot of results there. We should still have the line of sight here, so I could move the quick draw out if I want to. Although I really need to hit this guy again, in my opinion. If we hit him again, he'll probably fall down, and that removes their vision. Depending on what order they go in, they may not do things the right way, because, you know, the AI does what the AI does, so... all I'd have is the LRM 10 there. I personally like playing it safe. Situations like this. Putting myself into a position to hit this guy again. This is where sometimes I wish Decker had the hit and run attack ability. Alright, well, let's see if we can knock this guy down with an LRM-10. I mean, it's close if it's not there. There we go. So that's going to be the third pilot injury. If he doesn't have a lot of guts, that's death already. But I don't think so. At this stage, we're going to see pilots be able to handle that stuff alright. So all we have to do is clip off a left torso or... okay, they sensor locked me. That's actually quite bad. I don't have the cover I normally... well, at this stage, we've got the Grasshopper where we want him, and we don't want to allow him to get up if we can. Maybe Glitch is the better one for this.
Waiting on you, Commander.
Yeah, because we won't really have to move or anything. Now, ideally, we want to go for the left torso here, because that'd be the fourth pilot hit, and possibly a kill. So, I'm going to go with that. I don't know if we hit that at all, though, because they're all missile systems, and you never really can tell with missile systems. See what happens here. I mean, they have the sensor lock. They're going to be able to attack us. That's another Yager mech for sure. But that was what was hitting me before. It was not a catapult. I assumed it was a catapult, but they're the same tonnage. A Yager mech and a catapult. So that is why that... okay, so I think we hit and run here. I'm going to go after the left torso because at this point, fairly realistic chance of getting it. And hopefully we're not overkilling too badly. Pilot dead.
It's go time.
Perfect. Now, I'm hoping I didn't destroy the center torso. I didn't see center torso destruction, but I could be wrong. I can't jump back that far. I'm probably better off just moving here. I did get vigilance, so I could actually move up in their face and try and draw something. You know, I think that's not a bad idea. So I'm going to start moving this way, because that's the way I have to move. And let's see if we can draw them out. Oh, I needed to use the vigilance first. I forgot. I'm so used to doing the move and then doing vigilance. I should have done the vigilance first.
Recommended level.
Oh well, we might still draw the attack, and that's actually what we want. You just sensor locked me. Well, we know that they have at least one more mech, so there is a possibility they'll do that. So far, not really, but they took a little bit more damage than I had intended, but now the problem is going to be the initiative. So yet again, we have another quick draw. My favorite.
Receive.
The only mech we can see, so I guess that's what we're going to hit. Fortunately, the chance to hit is pretty terrible. Well, I could get aggressive here. Get more things in range. Maybe use vigilance
Affirmative.
on the Highlander, which, you know, that works too. Yeah, sure. Do that. And let's hit the quick draw. I'm going to have more than enough ammo, so I'm alright. Spending a shot here. If we get lucky and it lands, it will really hurt the quick draw.
Affirmative.
We didn't get too lucky. As a matter of fact, we're not getting lucky much at all. Although the missiles did a little bit better there. Yep, Yagermech. Same type as the other one. I mean, this is exactly why, you know, when I say I'm kind of getting sick of seeing the same mechs. I mean, we see 2 quick draws and 2 Yagermechs
Damage minimal.
in this. I mean, of the opponents we have, a good percentage of the mechs were those 2 mechs. So yeah, I kind of wish they would vary up your opponents a little bit more than they do. Okay, so the quick draw I don't necessarily feel has a wrong move here. You're gonna move initiative 2. There's nothing I can do about that.
Ready for orders.
Obviously, I can attack him. I am going to hold. I don't think there's anything I can do here to stop him from attacking me. And maybe we'll get him to not be so evasive. I really wish I'd use Vigilance here, though, because we're going to eat so much damage. Unnecessarily.
Warning. Armor low.
Okay. Who to hit, honestly? The Yagermech or the quick draw? I mean, we've already hit the quick draw a little bit, so maybe we stay on that.
Good to go.
Well, in my opinion, the Yagermech, I think, is the bigger threat, but let's go after the quick draw because we want to focus our fire here. Okay. Went after the Highlander. Interesting. Well, I'm glad you did, because I'm going to be using the Highlander fairly soon.
Ready for orders.
You already went, so I don't think there's really an incentive to change the attack order here. We're going to try and kill the quick draw because it's the easier target right now.
Firing.
There goes an arm. That does help to a certain extent.
Solid connection on that one.
Alright, well, the armor is held well enough.
Commander.
I think we can get away with this because I believe, I mean, the Yagermech will beat me to initiative, I guess. But
I copy.
I feel like I can get away with this all right.
Locking in all weapon systems.
I can expect my enemy to fight around this field because they tend to do that to give them defensive bonuses. I've seen do that many times. All right, so in this case, I'm going to want to jump in out of the line of fire here. So the best way to do that is to do our hit and run ability. So I am going to hit the quick draw here, and I'm not going to hit it with everything because we'd overheat if I did that. So obviously we want to use the higher damage here. Let's get rid of that. You know what, I am going to get rid of this because it just has a lower chance to hit. I feel like I have to clear off some more weapons here. I want to guarantee that I can jump away, so we'll do 2 medium lasers and an SRM-6. I'm hoping that's enough to get us out of there.
Engaging target.
Another arm there and a right torso, so the firepower of the quick draw is probably pretty diminished. Fortunately, I can't jump as far as I'd like. This is a decent defensive spot. The enemy could come to see me, but then they'd have a hard time landing shots. Alternatively, I move here. I could give myself vigilance to help out. And this would also put me in a position that I could move forward and attack. I don't think they could see me now, but we wouldn't have to work too hard at it. So let's remind ourselves, vigilance first, then the jump. Now, if I follow up with an attack, I'm going to have to walk to do it, but
Engaging jump jets.
I may be able to ignore the quick draw after.
Warning. Heat exceeding recommended level.
Okay, here comes the Yagermech. I'm not surprised to see it attack me there. There's another Yagermech, isn't there? That's a Yagermech as well. No, not that. That's the Orion. This up here is a... So there's even more Yagermechs than I initially had thought. All right, great.
Yes, Commander.
Well, go ahead and jump here. Now I can get away with that. And I'm going to take a look at my potential targets here. So you have 2 medium lasers. There's not much left to your center torso. I'm going to go ahead with this attack because if we can kill the quick draw here, then it removes that from other mechs that can do more damage. You know, removes it from their consideration. Let's just focus
Enemy down.
a higher damage output mechs on the bigger threats right now. I can't unfortunately see my Highlander, but we have guard up, so be able to manage the damage. All right.
Waiting for orders.
Okay, I think here we try and delete this Yagermech, which is currently what's giving them vision. This has been a little bit tougher fight here. Let's remind ourselves, though, how much the enemy is outnumbering me. Contributing to that, to a certain extent. Okay. Well, we'll win this war of attrition if it goes like this, where they are, you know, out in the open, easy targets. We're able to just unload on them. This is going to hurt this Yagermech quite a lot. LRM-20 is really not accurate, though. So in this case, I'm going to do multi-target. You're going to be A, you're going to be B, and I'm going to do my higher damage weapons. where they're more likely to land. I don't want to waste them. Maybe not the best decision, but that's what I'm going to go for.
Roger that.
This is where having Jalopy would have been better for us, because Jalopy would have had... Oh my. We don't want to miss that Gauss rifle, ever. Because that's a big chunk of our damage down the drain when that happens. Okay, the Battlemaster's kind of in a bad spot here, insofar as we're really hot right now. I am going to go after the Jagermech here, and walking should be better than jumping, so honestly, armor's not doing that bad, all things considered. We use Vigilance to help us out, and let's see how much we can fire here. Okay, well obviously we can't fire that much. I'll go with this. This is sustainable. It's decent firepower. May be able to hurt the Jagermech here. And we are getting a lot of internal damage there. Got an ammo explosion, which is nice. It's gonna really reduce the firepower my opponent has.
Heat exceeding recommended level.
The Jagermech again is gonna be initiative.
Damage minimal.
Okay.
Receiving you.
I kind of just want to keep poking here, so we're gonna hit the Jagermech. I'll be able to take this arm out, which would reduce the firepower. Reduce the firepower pretty significantly. Okay.
Damage minimal.
Guy's overheating. He can't keep that fire up forever. Go ahead and have
I hear
Glitch
ya.
attack the Jagermech again. Might be able to take him out.
Got it.
We'd have to get a lot of center torso hits, though. Okay, that's the important thing. We've just clipped this guy's firepower off, pretty much. All he's got is maybe a couple medium lasers, maybe even just one, so no longer a threat, so we'll probably ignore him. Really don't want this, but actually it does spread the damage out to somebody that hasn't been hit yet, which is fine with me. Alright, I think we're not that far from getting through this one. I haven't decided what I'm going to do with my Battlemaster just yet, so we'll reserve. Let's just see, though. Yeah, you have a single medium laser. That's not too bad. Reserve.
Standing by.
I'll see what the Highlander can do.
Orders.
At this stage, we are kind of running hot. You're going to be much easier to hit than you are, because it's just where they are. So maybe we hit the Orion as we've already hit it once before. I'm going to have to turn something off. Perhaps a medium laser. No, it's not too bad. Alright, fire away.
Copy that.
My opponent's running also hot, so... Okay. Now you, I'd like to back off a bit, because we don't have any vigilance. So where do we want to hit? Probably just focus on the Orion, I think. As I said, we can sustain this at this heat level. So I'll go with that. Which arm is this? Left arm? Okay, well that's on the other side, so...
Engaging target.
Maybe able to knock him unsteady if we hit him especially hard. Here, I'll turn to face Ryan. So it's really going to be up to...
Warning. Heat exceeding recommended level.
Oh no, not a single medium laser. Okay.
Waiting for orders.
Well, you know what? I am going to go ahead, I think, and put a cut here in this video because it may take me another bit of time to get through this particular battle. So I hope you guys have enjoyed. This is Mouse Gunner signing out.